Welcome to Kolorflow Conversations, where we flow freely, speak boldly, and connect colorfully. I am you, Keisha, and this is
Takesha.
and welcome to our girl chat.
You know,
we still ain't on one accord with that yet.
Mm-mm.
These little, I was looking at these little Dr. Seuss slippers
My
you have. They're
slippers.
so cute. You be finding the cutest little things.
Yeah, I think I got these at Five Below, or maybe I might have took them from Kim House. I don't know if I ended up getting my own pair or not, but yeah, I'm the Grinch.
You used to be, or you feel like you still the Grinch?
I still am at Christmas time.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're just not a holiday person, though.
Definitely not.
Is it any holiday you like enjoy?
No.
None.
Mm-mm. There's no holiday where I'm like, oh, I can't wait for that to come. No. Mm-mm.
Did you used to decorate for holidays and stuff?
Yeah. I remember. Do you ever remember my Christmas tree?
No, it's been so long since I've seen one here.
It's up in the basement.
You have it up?
Mm-hmm. So one of my coworkers gifted me a Christmas tree because she moved and it was too big for her house.
Okay.
I love that tree.
Mm-hmm.
I kept it up all year because I love the tree.
Mm-hmm.
One day I came home from work, the tree was in the basement. Because Jordan, I guess he was
tired
just
of that
like,
tree.
we not about to have a tree up for 3 years.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
So you had never taken it down? It had been up for, do you remember how long?
I had it up for 2 years.
And he took the tree downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
He let it stay up, but he took it downstairs.
Yeah. And then because he let it stay up and didn't know, you know how the top part come off, he broke that part.
Oh.
So I propped it up in the basement in the corner. And I remember, like when I had the people come and clean out the basement and stuff, they was like, "You want?" I'm like, "No, I don't want you to get my tree."
What is it that you love about that tree?
It just was so pretty. And I remember when I was put on part-time at work, I was talking to the lady at the unemployment office, and we were talking about that because it was coming up, you know, that happened in October, so it was coming up on the season.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, "You need to just throw that tree away.
She
like,
told
why
you
are
that?
you holding on to it?"
That is
And I
funny.
was just like, you know what? You're probably right. I probably need to let that go. And I didn't. I'm not. It was just so pretty. And I know she spent some money on it because it was like
one of those big
old trees.
But yeah, I was wondering, just now because we just went from your Dr. Seuss slippers and everything. I'm like, I know like holidays not like a celebratory thing, but I didn't know if it was any holiday that you know.
It's not one that I'm just like excited about, or, you know, maybe Halloween. Maybe Halloween, now that I think about it, because at Halloween, you know, because I'm kind of emo, so I like the skulls and all that. That's the time of year where I can go shopping and get all the trinkets that I like for my house. Hence, the things you see.
Yes, right. And they just be out. It doesn't even matter if it's that season though. It's like it's just out.
Yes.
And you say you're a little emo. What is emo? Because I think back in the day when we was in school, what would we have called emo kids?
I think we probably, did we not say that, or was it like grudge? What was like the all black?
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying. It was a different word than emo.
Yeah, it was just like they just beat to their own drum.
Yeah. But you were not like that in school though.
I think I was like that on the inside, but I probably didn't show it.
Okay. Do you think you were masking, or it just wasn't something that you showed?
It just wasn't something that I showed. I don't necessarily think that I was masking or trying to you know, fit in or whatever. I just think that it was something that I just didn't show. And I think like as time passes, it's just more of me naturally comes out than what it might have before. Because I mean, realistically, I've always been like the shy, reserved, like you my friend, so we talk, but it still wasn't like in a group I'm like coming all out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a big part of me and who I was at the core, I believe has always kind of been hidden.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then we went to a school where there was a dress code. So
Yeah.
I really couldn't individualize myself like I can now.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a dress code, but it was a dress code, but I don't know if everybody followed that dress code like, like that. It was just I really believe we dress like old people.
Yeah, we did. I was like, I'm going to a school where I have to dress like I'm going to work every day.
Yeah, it was
Because the
like
school
that.
I went to before, I was able to wear whatever I want. Like I was a Jordan girl.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It was still a private school though, wasn't
Yes,
it?
but we could wear jeans and gym shoes.
Oh no, no,
So to
our school was
switch
not.
from not being able to wear my Jordans to some dress shoes,
Yeah,
Liz Claiborne, I remember.
yeah. I look back on our yearbook and like pictures because people took pictures and had the pictures developed back then. When I look back on those pictures, I was like, man, I was 15, but I look like I was 35 because of how we
Because
had to dress,
we had to dress.
and our parents was dressing us.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we were wearing things that they would wear. So I didn't hate it back then because it was like it was just something that we did. When I look on it now, I'm like, man, we look old.
Oh, I hated it back then.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't even think I thought anything of it. Well, I did hate going from public school to private where I couldn't wear just regular clothes, like you said, with jeans and gym shoes. But even when I went to the public school, my mother, I think I mentioned this before, she kind of used to dress me and my sister alike, like we were twins. Up until probably middle school age, we was dressing alike pretty much every day. And I think once we got to high school and they started switching up, she probably still dressed like an older lady too, though, because that was just, Let me know, Tony. I think so, though. I think that all around, even outside of school, with church and everything, I feel like we dressed like we were much, much older. And when I remember at one point when I had switched over from wearing like the suits, because my mother and my family members were big on wearing suits to church and everything. And I remember when I told her I'm not wearing suits anymore. I wear dresses, and it was like, you doing what? Because I completely stopped. I remember looking at one of the suits in my closet. We was going to go somewhere and they had all these rhinestones and stuff on it. I was just like, yeah, I'm not dressing like this no more. I'm not wearing this no more. I'm not. And that's probably was my moment of rebellion, because I was like, no,
like I'm done.
I was done. And if I did wear a suit, it was going to be it was something more fitted, more flattering, more, it wasn't just this boxy, suit that they went to wherever my mother used to go shop at a Ham Tremor to get these suits. But yeah, I know we dressed very, very adultish. And
Yeah.
I look back, I'm like, man, I look old. I guess it's one of the things where they say you aging backwards. Because when I think about clothes now, um, like like I said, you always find the cutest things. I always think there's very dainty and girly, but mature at the same time. You know what I mean? And sometimes it takes a while for somebody to figure out what style they like or that fits them. I don't think you had much of a problem with that because you always just like clothes and knew what you like. Yeah, I was always being dressed and I didn't know what I would like for a long time. So I still believe, like, if you grew up church girl like me, that you struggle with attire sometimes, because a lot of um, women that are, I would say, well known gospel artists and things like that, if they wear a certain type of dress, man, the whole world go into uproar. Oh my God, don't let it be something fitted. Just because she got a nice shape, it'd be like, oh, that's not, she not godly, and she this and this and this, and she should know what's a pro. I'll just be like,
I don't think I'm making this up. I don't know who, and not to talk about it, but I feel like a couple months ago or something, I seen somewhere it was a pastor's wife was making
Jamal Bryant's wife.
headlines about something. Yeah.
Yeah, the dress. Yeah, and people had a lot of opinions about it. A lot of opinions. But what's funny to me is, and I think I told one of my clients this, is the same type of dress she had on. I wore something very similar to my dad's retirement dinner from when he was pastoring. And I remember it was like a lacy dress with nude under it. And I received a lot of compliments. Now I'm not like a celebrity person who everybody gonna see, but when I saw her dress, I was like, now I remember wearing something very similar.
Similar. Mm-hmm.
I'm not as shapely, you know. I think that when a woman is shapely, they feel like you need to cover that shape,
Hide it.
hide it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel like you should be allowed to be a woman. She wasn't at a church event. She was at a fundraiser event. And I also expressed that I believe that when you take a picture with a flash, that it shows differently from, in person. Not that it mattered. I just feel like she should just wore what she felt comfortable with. She felt pretty. She felt beautiful. She dressed for her husband. They were together. And it was like, now that she's married to this pastor, she's still the same person, because
Right.
when I look at how she dressed before, she still dressed very, it was like, man, she dressed nice and sometimes very sexy. And if that make her feel good, then, who are we to judge? But, somebody gonna say, it still is wrong. Have your opinion,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But as women, I feel like we are already judged enough.
We are.
We're judged enough. We are we are put out there in a way that, we have to uh, have this certain standard. And yeah, I believe you should have a certain standard, but sometimes our personal standards for people be a little too much.
Do you feel like you have to dress for the occasion, or is it kind of just like this is just what I want to wear? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I know some people who may dress up and that's just how they are regardless of
Mm-hmm.
what it is. And it'll be other people that will frown upon them, expecting them to dress down. You know how we see sometimes, like, oh, she tried to outdo me on my birthday. Those type of
But that's
things, when
probably
it's
just
just
her.
like,
Yeah, yeah. I believe it's funny you said this, because yesterday um, we were going somewhere and I had two dresses. It was a place where I was going to wear a dress, but I had two dresses. One was a more of a churchy dress, and one was a more just a black dress, and it was fitted and probably off the shoulder. Because I don't really like to wear heels like that anymore. I just like to be comfortable.
I cannot walk in heels. I love heels. I have a quadrillion pair.
You do.
This year, I'm about to be out here
You gonna be shaking and walking in them.
wobbling, shaking,
You better
holding
wear them around the
somebody's
house and
hand
practice.
because
Yeah, but I asked my daughter. I was like, "Which one of these dresses you think I should wear?" And she was like, "Well, you probably should wear that one because it's probably, more similar to how everybody's going to be dressed." And I wore that one. And then when I got home, I was like, I should have wore the other. But
and that's exactly what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
it was like, you probably should wear that one because, that's how. And I was like, okay. And I wore it and I felt comfortable and cute or whatever in it. But finding shoes, because I had to wear a heel with that. It was like, and I contemplated, like, I should just put on some flats. But is that going to look dumb? Or is that my mind? It's like, who are we dressing for? Are we dressing for ourselves or for other people to say we look good, or for, comfort? It's like, switching your mindset to just saying, I'm going to wear what I want to wear based on no matter what the attire is. Now, if it's a set attire like we want everybody wear,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I'm changing my mindset on that. I'm gonna more so go with what I'm comfortable with from now on.
I have definitely stepped more into that.
Yeah.
And more so because like I'll dress, we dress for the occasion, but there may be things that I want to wear that I'll be like, well, is this gonna look stupid? But it's not, is it going to look stupid? Because I want to wear it, so I like how
Yeah,
it
you
looks.
like it.
It's how am I going to be judged from the
Other people,
outsiders?
yeah.
That's because when we say, does this look stupid? That's
exactly
exactly
what you
the
mean.
hidden reason under
Yep.
asking that question. So now I'm like,
what are other people going to say if they
yes,
see me in this?
Yes.
That's why certain people who I see that dress very eclectic and they are very confident, and I love that because I don't think they care about what people think at all. It's just like they woke up and this is what I wanted to wear today. And they do that. And I'm like, man, to be that free has to feel good because, we live in a very judgmental society when it comes to clothes.
And that is definitely my goal this year, to wear what I want, mix and match it. I was shopping with someone and they were just like, well, I wanted to get this, but it's gold. And I'm like, well, I wear my gold and silver together.
Yeah.
So don't ask me.
You told me that too. It was like one day I was saying something about, oh, I can't carry this because it's gold and I got on silver. You was like, I mix metals all the time. Do you know ever since you said that I mix metals and I be like, you know what? It don't look crazy. Because I want to wear both.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to wear it. I'm mixing metals, and I can definitely be a very matchy person. But even when you doing that, it still can come together and be cute. And confidence is really from the inside.
It is.
You can't give me that no matter how many times you tell me, oh, you look so pretty.
Yeah.
If I'm not feeling it, I'm just not gonna feel
it. Yeah, you can't force confidence on anybody. You can't force anything like that on anybody about how they feel on the inside. You can compliment somebody all day long. But if they don't feel it within themselves,
it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, and I'm a witness to that. I've been complimented over the 50 years many times about many things, and I knew within myself that I didn't feel whatever somebody said about me all the time. Like, wow. But when you start to like overcome that and you go through like a healing journey and everything, it gets better. But yeah, you cannot force confidence on somebody. Like, why she feel that way about herself? She's so pretty, or why he like that, because he looks so good all the time.
But no, that's an inside job.
It's an inside job.
And I am the first to say that it doesn't matter how good I looked on the outside, how much money I spent on what I had on. On the inside, I still was not feeling as good as I may have looked. Like how the outfit would have looked on the mannequin. Like, oh, that's pretty. It still probably looked pretty on the mannequin because I wasn't feeling it.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel like the confidence that someone has is created? I don't know if created is the right word, but is built from childhood, from them being poured into, or most time when you see confident people who seem confident, like, because we know the difference between confident, arrogant, and all that, and fakeness, but a confident young lady who's confident, do you think that's something that's probably been poured into her from a parent?
I believe so, but I think it could be just a mixture of both. My mother, and I don't know if this was poured into her or not, but she was very confident. Like, she was vain.
She was. She knew she looked good though, too.
Yes.
And she didn't care what nobody thought.
No.
She did not.
No. At all times. Even like,
you remember her being that way from when you all were?
I don't remember her being any other way.
Really?
Yes. So for me to grow up with a mother who thought really highly of herself, I still had this low self-esteem.
That is, yeah. Now that you said it, yeah. That. So it's not always the parent that
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to think. I feel
And
like.
I think, unfortunately, like, we society is just messed up. So just think like you have this parent and then you go to school, because I remember, like, the reason I'm obsessed with my teeth now is because in 10th grade someone teased me about my teeth. So ever
Mhm,
since then I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. Like, when before I had that overbite my whole life
mhm,
and did not care about buck teeth until that was pointed out and it did something to me.
mhm. Hmm. They tell you one kids can be
Yeah,
cruel,
so
man.
kids can
Yeah,
be cruel.
yeah, yeah. I think that confidence thing though. I am gaining more. I'm probably one of those people that people who have probably always thought I was pretty confident. But I could fake it really good with and hide the insecurities that I had for many, many moons of years. Yeah. And so, but I think because I was more outgoing, the outgoing could be misplaced as confident.
Confidence. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
I was very outgoing and talkative and not. I was shy when I was smaller, but as I got older, I overcame this shyness and adulthood. I overcame shyness, so that could be misplaced as confident because of how much you talk. Just because you
Mm-hmm.
talk a lot don't mean
Don't
you
mean
confident
confident.
at
Mm-mm.
all.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes talking a lot can mean you really just masking insecurity.
Right.
So that's kind of how I know I was for many years. So now a lot of times I get silent because I know that overly talking and stuff is not a sign of confidence. And a lot of times I really don't have nothing to say. you know, I let people be who they are, and I don't have a whole lot to say, which to me now shows I'm confident in who I am because I can actually just shut up and just be
Mm-hmm.
without trying to prove myself in my conversation.
Right. Right.
So I'm happy about that too because I remember specific times where I tried to overcompensate in conversation to show confidence, and that's not what it was. So yeah, and you have always been more on the shyer side and
Mm-hmm.
didn't really do all of that.
Mm-mm. I was
Yeah,
too busy reading everybody.
uh, that's
But
what.
I always thought my outfit was cute. Like, I knew no matter what, like, I wasn't always confident about, like, the whole
Really,
overall, but I was just like, that girl can dress.
I don't know how you were not confident about here. Like I always thought you always had like the perfect skin and everything. Like you never got breakouts, and you're like I always thought your teeth. You talk about your teeth. I'm like your teeth.
Yeah, everybody be like, yo, Tiff. I'm like,
They've
and then
always been super
I'm
straight to me.
still like, do I need to get
Really?
Invisalign again? Like, it's still not right.
These things we think about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
so crazy to me. These things, yeah. But
But then on a good day,
mm-hmm, mm.
I can morph into Dorothy on a good day.
But I wonder, like about that confidence thing as a child, because I always pour into my children. Um, that boy confident though. That you can't tell that boy.
Girl, mine neither. Mine, he the same way.
it,
Like, cause your son handsome.
yeah. So
Like, who told you that?
like that boy be like, you see how good I look, and I be like, you look nice, but you can feel the confidence coming off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't care what no, I could tell him something, he'll look at me like, I don't care what you say. I know me, and this is me, and I'll just be like, go do you. You right.
Yep. Mine is the
He
same
the
way.
same way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. And I'm trying to think, do we even know a guy that lacks confidence like that? Do more men have more confidence than women?
Hmm.
Think about the men that you know and men that we've been in conversation or men that I've dated, because you'll say you ain't really date, but men that we know that they really ain't gonna.
Mm-mm.
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 Even the
Even
men.
the ones who I feel like,
To
bro.
Keisha, I was about to say, even the ones that are probably not even attractive or probably don't even dress the best, but you can't tell them
Yeah,
nothing.
they that deal.
Why is it women?
Yeah, why are we like that?
Why we lack that, and why do they have that? Because you can't tell them nothing.
Mm-mm.
They gonna come through like what?
They're gonna come through with, we worried about our weight.
And they have 5 bellies.
Yes.
And don't
Yes.
care.
And do
And
not
don't
care.
care. How is that?
We need our hair done.
They won't.
They might not even have a lineup.
Girl, not a lineup, and then half of them don't go to the dentist.
Yes.
Or doctor, and you can't tell them nothing.
Mm-mm.
Why is that?
I don't know, but I'm about to tap into that masculine because
Because y'all got it
yes.
and don't care. But us, well, I ain't gonna say us because I got it now.
I got it now too on a good day.
Yeah, you say on a good day. And it's a difference. It's not arrogant. It's just a confidence that I have now that I'm not gonna worry about the surface level things of what society say. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to stay healthy and look good and things like that. But the confidence from within that I don't care what nobody say about me.
Yeah, I don't care.
You gonna have it on a any day.
Yeah, I don't care what nobody have to say about me. No, but when I said that, I meant more so like now I think that I can step more into my individualism and not feel like, oh, I can't wear that. You know, like I'm like, oh, I want to wear the gloves. Like I can just wear the gloves if I want to wear the gloves, even though I'm not going to a Roaring 20s party. You know, I can just do whatever I want to do.
Yes. I love that. Yes.
And I didn't always feel like that was acceptable. But now it's just like, if you like it,
then you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl, well, all of this from a conversation about what holiday you like and don't like. Because we always forget how we started off, but I remember saying to you about the holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my holiday and what? Yeah.
Yes. So, which was what? Halloween, so I can get some skulls.
Halloween is such a hot topic with folks though. You know, it's such a hot topic, and I I guess my mindset now just be like, you know, it's funny. Yesterday, my daughter asked me, "Hey, later on today, can you just explain the difference for me between Baptist, Kojic, Catholic?" All she was just like, "Just give me the whole rundown." I just shook my head because I was like, the fact that I have to explain it is not a bad thing. It's just I have to explain in a way that I don't want you to feel like yours is better than somebody else's. You know what I mean? And yours is right and everybody else is wrong. Because that's when your judgment comes in, which is what you cannot do. You cannot judge people. So we didn't have the conversation later because I didn't bring it up because I was like, I'm watching my words and how I explain things because I don't want her to look at somebody who is honoring Ramadan and think you are what you're doing is wrong. You know, I want her to look at what they're doing and learn that the discipline that they have is the discipline you want in your life. The sacrifice that they are, you know, making is how you want to learn how to live as well as this. So yeah, so when I think about Halloween, I think about that like, you know, I
Girl,
just
because it's demonic.
yeah, I'm like, you know, we could take things and take the joy and fun out of it for children, or we can, you know, let them have their joy and fun and still raise them to believe.
Right.
So yeah. Did you go trick or treating as a kid? How the Halloween
We talked about this before.
Did you? You didn't go either. Okay, I didn't either. But
Nope.
how did you become liking it like that? Just because you was emo?
Yeah.
Mm.
I think once I started living out on my own and found like, oh, this is when the best decorations
You know what?
So I guess it's not necessarily, you know what I'm saying, the holiday is just that I know that time of year. Like I can find all my witchy stuff and be like, oh, this is so cute.
I had another coworker, rest in peace. She passed away last year. A former coworker, Leslie, that was really into Halloween, and I remember that she was so pretty too, and she was really good at her makeup. So used to do her makeup in different ways and everything, and she loved it. But you were two of the only people, well, not the people that's closest to me that I knew that was really, really into Halloween.
And I love scary movies. So that's another thing that you get around that. Yeah.
Are you going to see Scream?
Seen it.
You did? Did you like it?
Yeah. I want to watch the first one again.
You want to start over?
And I want to go see that one again.
Okay.
It was so good.
I never liked scary movies. Never liked them. I don't know. I never could get into anything with the scary movies. It wasn't enjoyable for me.
I didn't even know it was out, and my sister was like, "Scream out!" I was like, "Oh, let's go."
Does she like scary movies?
Really? Yeah, I went to see it. Yep.
Oh, that is funny.
For my mama's birthday.
How was that? Y'all spent the whole day?
Yes, we had a wonderful day together. Ideally, I told my dad, I said, you know how parents would like for their children to come together and just have a good time. I said that was me and my sister's day. I said for the first time in a very long time, if ever, I felt like, okay, like we in this together. We heard each other. It wasn't like what is it? I'm talking, but you just waiting for your turn to talk and not listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you know, she was very patient with me versus like well, let's go here. Was just like, well, what are you know what I'm saying? Where do you want to do? What do you want to do? Is there anything else you want to do while we're down here? So I got to visit my fairy tree on Belle Isle. So that was
it her first time seeing it?
Yes. She was just like, I said, so can we go? Because we always go to the water for my mom's birthday. So I was just like, can we go by my tree? And she was like, you put a fairy garden down here on Belle Isle?
Yeah, and nobody messes with it.
I was like, yeah. I was like, so let's go. And all of my stuff was still in there. Yeah. So we was together all day. It was a really good day. Yep, and that was the last thing we did was went to the movies.
I'm surprised you didn't fall asleep in the movies because y'all had been out all day.
Yeah. I'm amazed that I was able to handle that whole day.
I know y'all were out all day. That's why I'm like, you stayed awake?
Yep. But I was all in on that movie.
I love that y'all spent the day, her birthday together, and it wasn't like a somber day. It seemed like y'all both were like very...
Yeah, we were very upbeat and happy. It is exactly what my mother would have wanted. Like if she was here, we partied like it was Like, oh, okay. Like we even
She would have been hanging with y'all. That's what
we
stuff she
even
would have
spent
did.
money where I was just like, if she was here, I would be buying her this. So let me buy it for me.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, she would have been hanging right there
Yeah.
with y'all.
It was at one moment though where I had wanted to stop at the cemetery to see my great grandmother. My sister was like, "Oh, my mama birthday." No, I was like, okay, I guess you right, because we rode past it. She was like, I'll bring you back out here tomorrow, but it's my mama birthday. I'm like, you know what, you right, because mama would be pissed.
Oh
Because
God!
one thing about her, she wasn't about sharing that.
Shabba said she want to share her day.
She wasn't
Good
about
for your
sharing
sister
that.
for
Yes.
saying that. Like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Because that would have changed the whole mood, probably.
Yes. She was like, what? Like, no. I'm like, oh yeah, you right. My bad.
That's really good. I love that. That's really great. I think that honoring our parents and like my nephew yesterday, he buried his father, and I believe that being able to honor them in the way that is celebratory rather than somber, and I'm not saying there's something wrong with having a somber moment or anything, but being able to like celebrate her life in that way. I can't wait to do my mom's day. You
Yeah,
gave me
because
some ideas.
excuse me, I never thought that I would get to this point. I never saw it coming because it was always just somber and sad and full of tears.
Yeah.
And you know, I still miss her presence tremendously, but I don't get down and out about it because I understand, number one, we all gotta go. And that's a hard thing to swallow. Like, it's the truth. And I just think about the time that I had her here and cherished her and just how blessed I was, you know, at the core, because I'm like, my mom loved me. And at the end of the day, that's all you want. She might not have always got everything right, but she loved us.
I think that's the thing with all parents though. Like, we don't get everything right, and we think back on our parents, they didn't get everything right. But I know for a fact how much I was and is loved, and that means so much to me. And I think that if I think that my children can say that as well. Like, they know their mother absolutely loves them and will do whatever she can for them. You know,
I hope my son knows that.
I believe he does.
I know he knows.
Yeah, I'm like, I think
he probably know too well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you've made like tremendous sacrifices for your son. And I definitely know that he knows you love him. Yeah. Yeah. It's probably one of those things too, like when he with him being an only child, like, you know, he he love I believe his love for you is the same as yours for him. And I know you. And I'm saying that only because, like, from experiences that I've had with him, I believe, like, man, his love goes deep. I believe that certain people, specifically men, and I could be wrong, don't know how to show it, whether it's their mother or their woman.
You know what? I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can definitely see that, because while you were saying it, I'm like, you know, act like
no.
But it made me think about my dad, how it took me 48 years almost to see, like, oh,
yeah,
this man about me.
He love you. Yeah, that man is about his daughter. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, I just think it takes a while for them to really know how to show that love.
Yeah. And then we all need to be shown it differently.
And your dad now is, and my dad is now learning how to show it.
Yeah, a softer side.
Yeah, because they've been all about business all
Yeah,
their
their
life.
whole life.
It's been all about,
Yes.
let me take care of this business, let me provide, let me do this. I mean, that softer stuff. Nah. Mm-mm. I think my dad actually started showing it to me when my mother had gotten sick and I was going through my divorce. Remember, I told you how I was in the kitchen just crying, and he came in there, and that was the moment I first experienced like a softer side of him with me. And he was just like, "We gonna get through this," and I was just like, "Ah, my daddy, I got my daddy." Yeah, but yeah, I think that's the thing though. Whether it's your son or a brother or um, a lover, I just think they have a harder time showing it. hmm If it's a lover or boyfriend or husband, and this is not all, I'm just saying in general from my experiences. I believe that more so the showing is always, or not always, is a lot of times um, they think they're showing it is the intimate way. If like my son and my daughter is close, but I believe that his showing her love is, you know, joking with her or teasing her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas she probably need that brother to, come tell me and come,
Yeah.
and then the son is, my mama know. She know. I ain't gotta do all, but they, so not until they have their specific moments, then we think they don't even have that love for us but I believe that they do. It's just shown in a different way.
Yeah, I can respect that. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But again, as I always say, I could be wrong. But I'm just going off of what.
Look, this is our girl chat about our lives.
Yeah, this is
This ain't
yeah.
for
Yeah.
concrete for the whole world.
Yeah, I could very well be wrong. I go off of every a lot of things I say. I go based off my experiences.
Personal
My personal
experiences.
experiences have not been the world's personal experience. I go off what I know, people that have been in my circle, and what I've experienced. So, like, if you've experienced something different, feel free to share because it, somebody else may say, no, my son is always saying, oh, I love you so much, or I whatever. If your child do that, let me know because I would love to hear that point of view.
Jordan and I say I love you almost every day.
I know y'all do.
Mm-hmm, but it still be like, do you? Or you just saying that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. My son don't tell me I love you. I think he say it, but not know every day. I his showing it is very, very, very different, you know, from that telling me I love you. But I have been a person that tried to get my family to express verbally we love each other, even with my sister. But I don't know why it's so hard to do that.
I don't know why that's so hard for people either. I know that just people I know that it's like not something that they typically do. I said I love you to my mom after every conversation.
Really.
And that carried on with me and Jordan. And I would get love your father written in a card, but I probably can count the times that my dad's been like, I
I
love
love
you to
you.
Keisha.
Mm-hmm. When you were younger, did you and your mother say it, or just when you moved out and y'all wasn't in the same house?
Um, I don't. I think probably when I moved out, but I think even in the same house, it was just like I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I remember like calling her at work and just being like, okay, I love you. Like, Mom, what you doing? Girl, I'm at work. But what you doing at work?
Working. That's so funny. We used to call our mothers. Well, my mother didn't have no real job. She was babysitting kids, but I sure would call her there and be like, "Hey, man, what you doing?" Like she wasn't doing nothing.
Yes.
Why do we do that?
And I'm just like, that's something that these new school kids don't know nothing about.
Actually, that's my son though. My son calls me while I'm at work every day.
Really?
When I'm at the studio, it's certain clients that know when my phone ring that it's him. They be like, "That boy call you."
Yeah, he do call all the time.
He calls me all the time and literally don't want nothing. That's just, to me, that's like him showing his love for me.
Yeah.
Because some kids don't want to be bothered with their parent. But he calls me literally on my way here. He FaceTimed me and he was like in the living room area of his dorm. Him and his friend sitting there talking, and he's talking to me with his friend sitting there. And we just talking about whatever. He calls me every day. Every day. So if I'm at work, yeah, he does call me at work like we used to do our mamas. Like, what you doing?
What you doing?
What you need something? No, I was just calling.
Okay, bye.
Every day he does call me. So
I love that.
If you ever see this, son, because sometimes, my kids be sneaking and watching stuff. If you ever see this, I appreciate you calling me. Well, my daughter calls me too, but because she's still at home, we still be, together. So, yeah, these kids love us just as much. They just show it differently.
I'm gonna tell future husband what I need.
You are? What you need?
Because I'm like, I don't want gifts.
You want time.
And I mean, there's nothing wrong, but I like meaningful gifts. Don't just go and do this just cause, like something that I can tell you put some thought into it, or something that is just like you heard me say, or something like that. Like and I'm using gifts as an example because we know I want a rich one. So I'm just like, but I don't want to be bought. I want some words. I want some words of affirmation, some acts of service, and some quality time every single day.
Yeah, I get that. Have anybody ever tried to buy you your love though?
No. No one hasn't ever tried to buy my love.
So you don't even know what that feels like if he, did do that.
I had one person in my entire life, I think, bought me like gifts. And it was like birthday and stuff like that, the typical. But yeah, no, I don't know what that's like. But I don't want it to be like, I don't want anything thoughtless. I guess that's it. I want some effort. Because I'm an effort kind of girl. Like, I pay attention. My mind getting bad now. I hate to say that because words have power, but a lot of things I don't remember like I used to. But I would really, like, I try to be thoughtful and not just, here, I'm gonna cash up you $100.
Yeah.
Could, like, I would rather you take the car to the gas station and put the gas in it.
Yeah, I agree with that, because when if somebody just gives some money, like, I'm about to send this money, like, you ain't put no thought into it, I do feel like, you just kind of like whatever, don't really care, and money is so like whatever to people now. It's not even a big deal. Cash apps, here I'm about to do it because they don't have to put any thought into it. But I do agree with that. Yeah, you want some thought. I want some thought put into every day with me.
Yes, I feel like at this point, and just in general, really, not even with me thinking about future husband, with just everybody in my life, I feel like for the most part, my and I would be like, I got 2 friends, but I'm like, my friend circle is really bigger than what I want to admit it is.
It is. You got a lot of people that care about you.
Yes.
Trust me.
Yes. And you know, even the ones that I don't talk to regularly, I feel like at the core of it, they meet me where I need to be. So I just want those kind of relationships just in general, because I mean, like, I am never going to forget, and we're coming on a close. Like last year, when I went to see my friend in Georgia for my birthday, and the whole hotel room was
Yeah,
decorated, and
she
I
did.
only
She did.
stayed, I think, 1 or 2 nights. It wasn't even like no, I think it was only one night. I think I went there for one day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like so much effort put into it. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm like, if I get this with my friends, yeah.
That part, and maybe that's why I would just be like, man, my friend circle treats me with so much love and care, and even if we have a disagreement, it's like how it's supposed to be, where you can talk about it and be like, okay, we came to understand that we move on. But my friend circle treats me with a lot of love, and I'm like, and if I can't get that type of care from a person I'm in a relationship with, then I'd rather
I
not.
don't want it. I
Yeah.
really want that from everybody in my life.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not feeling that at this point in my life, then you're just not going to be in my life.
Yeah, that part. Like, you're not gonna be in
The
it.
only area I'm playing the game that may not go my way is when I'm in corporate America. That's about it.
Yeah.
But the rest, I
Mm-mm.
will cast a new character. You will be removed out of my storyline.
Immediately, expeditiously.
Yes.
Well, thank you for having this very random conversation with me today.
Yeah, today was very random. I'm like, we done talked about clothes.
I mean, our conversations flow, and I'm very grateful for that, because sometimes the fact that we can come together and just have a random conversation like this just shows a lot about the friendship. And it ain't like we ain't talked today. Let me tell y'all this before we go. This morning, you know what I'm about to say?
Go ahead.
This morning, we barely talk on the phone. So I've said that if we talk on the phone, it's specifically we have something to say. But this morning, my friend calls my phone at like 7:30 a.m. I didn't answer because a phone wasn't by me. I wasn't around it, and I came back to the phone and I was like, "Oh my god!" She called me at 7:30. You know how you all make you think something wrong. I called her back. When I called her back, I'm thinking she crying and she's yawning. She like, "Oh girl," I thought my heart dropped. I'm like, "Takesha."
I'm like, girl, I ain't want nothing.
She like, "Oh, I ain't want nothing for real." I said, "I can't believe you called me at 7:30 talking about some ain't want nothing for real." And now I can't even remember what you even wanted. Cause I was stuck on. She called me at 7:30
to talk about the time we was gonna record today.
To talk about the time we was gonna record, when that could have been a text message.
And so this was the reason why, because I'm trying to do better on my focus. So it's just like I can type and talk. So let me just call versus me taking away from typing what I need to be typing and texting. But then when you didn't answer, my first mind was just like, oh, I should just text her and let her know what I wanted. But then, that first mind went so quick, and
I thought
then I had you in a panic when all I was yawning like, oh yeah, we still gonna record it.
Yeah, she yawning on the phone. And I'm like, are you crying? You was like, no. Like, I said, you know what? This was too much. My heart dropped. I had to sit down and calm down. But thank you. that we're able to have these conversations just flow and talk about everything. So y'all tell us what y'all thought about any part of the conversation we had today. I know people be having opinions, but y'all don't be saying that. Well, some of y'all do. Let us know what you thought about it, whether it be about the fashions, the women fashions, and the opinions of that, the confidence of the clothes growing up, the showing love, the everything. Let us know what you think about it. And you have anything else, friend?
I do not.
We will see y'all next week.